Power meters are one of the most versatile training aids that a cyclist can have in their arsenal, and thanks to trickle-down economics, they're no longer reserved for World Tour professionals or the well-heeled, dedicated cyclists among us. There's a lot more to cycling power meters than meets the eye, so with that in mind, we're packing up our bikes, heading up to the beautiful Victorian high country to take you through everything you need to know about cycling power meters. Fundamentally, a power meter will track the power output from your legs, however they can also be used to track other metrics such as your cadence and your pedalling smoothness. Now before we take you through power meters in a little bit more detail, we'll take you through the different types of power meters on offer, what to expect for your budget and how they work. Fundamentally, a power meter measures the wattage output from your legs with the aid of little electronic sensors known as strain gauges. Strain gauges read the forces generated from your legs and relay the information to a compatible device such as a cycling computer, your watch, or even a smartphone. In a nutshell, a power meter measures how hard you're working and enables you to train much more precisely. Seeing as power meters are used across a wide range of cycling disciplines, there's a number of different variants on offer to suit just about every style of riding and budget. There are a number of common places to measure power, such as the pedals, the spider, the chainring, the cranks, and the wheel hub, to name a few. We'll touch on each of these, as well as the pros and cons of each different method below. Power meter pedals are one of the most versatile and popular power meter variants on the market today. The majority of pedal-based power meter systems utilise strain gauges placed in the pedal body itself and can take both single and dual-sided measurements. Their accuracy, straightforward installation combined with the ability to quickly swap them between bikes makes them one of the more simple power meter solutions available. Spider-based power meters are some of the most common power meters on offer and work by utilising strain gauges located within the crank spider itself. In most cases, spider power meters require specific cranks or a crankset to function. However, they can still be transferred between bikes, albeit a little bit more difficultly than, say, a pedal-based power meter. Spider-based cranksets are often the most popular option for professional athletes due to their accuracy and durability. As their name would suggest, crank arm-based power meters measure the forces at the crank arm. As a result, crank arm power meters are available as both single and dual-sided options. In a single-sided format, thanks to their compatibility with Shimano, SRAM and Campagnolo cranksets, single-sided crank arm power meters are among the most affordable options on the market today. Much like the crank and crank arm power meters previously mentioned, bottom bracket or axle power meters will often require the rider to replace their crankset with a power-equipped unit. However, instead of strain gauges being placed at the crank arms, the torque and power measurements are taken at the axle. Finally, the last common place for recording power is at the rear wheel, specifically the rear hub. Power meter hubs are available as a standalone unit and are required to be laced to a wheel set or are available as a complete wheel set. The fact that they need to be laced to a new wheel set is often cost prohibitive for most users. Because of this, the other power meter options are typically more favourable for most riders. With cycling power meters, there are three common ways to measure power: single-sided, dual-sided, or estimated complete power. Single-sided power meters, typically located on the left-hand side of the bike, track the power from one leg. Dual-sided power meter systems are able to track the measurements accurately from both your left and your right leg. Estimated power meter solutions read the torque and power output from one location, estimating both your left and your right leg power output. Now that we've taken you through the different types of power meters on offer and you're ready to pull the trigger on a power meter purchase of your own, there are a number of considerations to keep in mind. This includes your budget and ultimately the type of features that you'd like your power meter to have. So there we have it. As you can see now, there's a lot more to a power meter than just, well, power. We hope that you can use that information to make an informed buying decision and choose the right power meter for you. For more of an in-depth look at cycling power meters and how they work, be sure to check out the article linked in the description below.